Hey guys, my name is Ryan. We're back again with another Spirit Island video. Well, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and so I wanted to play some spirits with nice big teeth. We got Devouring teeth lurk underfoot, and we have the new Unconstrained sharp fangs behind the leaves for our supposedly Thanksgiving themed game 2 big teeth, big eaters going up against Scotland 6. Let's get right to it. Okay. Opening up with a jungles. Alright, we're certainly going to play our Ferocious Rampage, and then we can defend this for our opening for teeth, so we can do a nice, chill, slow opening. Carapace Land is a Earth Animal, good-sized defend card that doesn't cost 2 energy and allows us to actually counterattack with Dahan. It's pretty hard to say no to Carapace Land here. Um, yep, so that makes a lot of sense to me. We could play Ferocious Rampage. We could also go for like a Herd plus a Gift of Furious Might. Though I think Gift of Furious Might would be better next turn to get a little bit more damage out of land number 8. Though, let's see, how is Sharp Fangs going to do it? They can do it like a Teeth Gleam. Maybe like a Teeth Gleam plus a Terrifying Rampage this turn. Kick these guys out. And then use the Beast, use the Innate, and then get the bonus 3 damage in order to not take a Blight there. But that land number 3 is in the wind. Oof. Not a huge fan of Sharp Fang's position. What do they get? Unquenchable Flames. Elemental Boom might not be a bad way to go. Help Teeth just get more damage faster. Elemental Boom could be really, really big. And kind of the rest of these cards aren't good, so I think Elemental Boom's going to be the pick. I think we're going to wind up going here with a Terrifying Chase. Or actually, we could actually do a Prey on the Builders. That gets the Beast into our lands. We could combine that with a very effective Too Near the Jungle. Probably just, yeah, I think we have to let land number 8 blight. So then as far as for Chomp goes, I'm not sure there's a reason to play a second card. We just play Ferocious Rampage and then just, focus on the next thing. I bring in a beast here. 2 plus 3 will kill a city town if this land explores. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, and we got Mountain. Oof, the slower opening for Unconstrained makes me feel very constrained. We can position this for a Carapace land, and we'll probably grow into the 4 next. Or we defend. We could play like Carapace land plus Herd. Getting the double Earth to defend this land, Herd to gather the town out of the 4. It's not a bad opener. Or it's not a bad turn. I'm realizing that we don't have easy way to get beasts into land number 1. That's going to be a big challenge for us to handle. Quicken Your Struggle is definitely a needed card. That's our only way, really, of handling lands 1 and 2, at least in the short term. What am I doing with the rest of my cards? Like, what does this get me? That doesn't get me anything. Hold on, we gotta think about this for a second. I definitely take Quicken Your Struggle. My hand is starting to get pretty expensive. So I would like to... So you have to grow this turn. Definitely not playing 3 cards. I want to have presence up here. This allows me to... I can grow top, gain energy, plant animal off of elemental boon, plus this will allow me to use my left innate for damage. I could receive a Gift of Furious Might, so I can get a little bit of work done over here. Maybe I choose to add a beast here, so we go 3 beasts, kill 1, Furious Might kills the other, in case the land doesn't explore. Bring the Sacred Site over, defend. That makes more sense. And then as far as Chomp goes, we already know the 2 cards we're playing. We might as well just keep drafting into good cards. Ooh, and some excellent support coming from Constancy plus NC. I don't think NC matters so much. The elements don't really matter. I think it's going to be the energy that matters a lot more, so I'm going to go for the Constancy, though I can imagine myself just not playing it for a really long time. But it's all the more reason that I got to be pushing down this bottom track. So if I go here... The other option would be for me to go Mark plus nothing. I guess NC, I could have played NC and NC for plant, which would allow me to pick off this. At which point I don't need to... Yeah, that might be better. No, we'll just do Carapace plus Herd and then Reclaim. Okay. Some free damage, which is always nice. Free Dahan. Very cool. Actually, no, sorry. Free Dahan on the coast. Because, Town City. You want that to full clear. Okay, and we did get the wetlands. So yeah, we're definitely going to want to use this Gift of Furious Might next turn. So we go here to add you. We can Terrifying chase the town out. And then we can Gift of Furious Might plus Carapace Land. Gift of Furious Might, Carapace Land, which gets me some 2 damage, which is relevant. Over here, I'm going to take energy so that we can reclaim next turn. And do this. And by picking up a fire element, that gives me even more damage. That's nice. So we're going to go for plant, animal, fire. Both spirits get better thresholds. Furious Might. Come here. Bring in Beast. Increase damage by 3. 1, 2. Defend for 10. And Carapace Land. Okay. I'm feeling like we're in a pretty decent position. Let's see. Throw away a Dahan like here and here. Blight in the 2, Blight in the... So you take some Blight. Let's see, if this Mountains becomes a build, it's not horrible, but I really don't like it. The disease is nice, though. The disease is very nice. I do want that. Yeah, I don't think the build is devastating. We'll add the town here, and then we'll add the disease here, and then our 4 damage and 8 will clear it. That denies a city from existing. Okay, now we get the mountains again, so it looks like we're going to have a little bit of frenzy of activity right here. Time to get it moving. All right, what are we going to do? So we're going to be on 3 card plays now with Fangs, or sorry, with Teeth. We're looking at a Ferocious Rampage. We don't need to defend anything this turn, though we could choose to. If we played those 2, we could draft a card, could just play a Gift of Constancy. No matter what, we're reclaiming over here. Mesmerized Tranquility is a card. So is Portents of Disaster, though. Renewing Rain is I mean, we got this, we got this. It's less essential because this is Unconstrained. Sky Stretches is certainly worth one of those cards that's always worth just hanging on to. None of these are absolute game winning on the spot. So I'm inclined to go for just the Sky Stretches and just sit on it. In this land here, we're definitely going to want to do another Ranging Hunt plus Quicken Your Struggle in order to deal with this. Kill off 2 cities. It'll be 3 towns plus a city, which is 9 damage, so that Quicken will be relevant. think I might go bottom and then energy into bottom. I'm at 3 prepared beasts, so I could add them in now, do 6 damage, kill off all that stuff. Which then does not obligate me to play the Gift of Furious Might. I'm also potentially receiving Constancy this turn. Yeah, I think we're drafting. There's so many good hits. Territorial Strife being one of them. Promises of Protection, Visions of Fiery Doom. There's a lot of good hits here. I think it's going to be a Territorial Strife. It's like the same thing as Ferocious Rampage, but it costs 0. Just a great thing to play this turn. We'll get to use one in the 4, one of them in the 6. You know, just lots of great effects. Yeah, actually, yeah, we do Ferocious Rampage plus Territorial Strife, and then the Earth on Constancy becomes relevant, and then we hit the 4 damage and 8, which allows me to, here in the 4, we'll kill City Explorer, leaving us, leaving just a single Explorer behind. Over here, we'll have City Triple Explorer, which then I can reclaim and play my Carapace Land, defend for 6, counterattack, clear. So we'll be actually in a very strong position here if we just take 1 Blight. And instead of Constancy, Constancy is going to help out, obviously, but we could also choose to play this Herd, which is a very strong card as well. Because if we're planning on defending anyways, Constancy loses a lot of value. We'll see what happens on the Fangs side before we commit. We might go back. I definitely want to play this Teeth Gleam just to get presence in new locations. Right now I'm very beast short. Yeah, actually I'm 4 elements away, not if I was 3 elements away. Actually, if I play Herd, okay, that's another thing, right? If I play Herd, and then I receive this elemental boon for Fire, Earth, Animal, we could do an 8 damage and 8. Full clear the 2. Ooh, that could be the ticket. Terrifying Chase kicks out 3 explorers, or 3 towns. Which then means that I don't need to commit to receiving Gift of Furious Might next turn. I can simply do a Quicken Your Struggle. But I'm also broke. So that would put me here instead. I feel like this has a lot of potential. Let's run it. Still a moon short. That's unfortunate. Okay, we'll come in here. 1, 2, 3. Strabo Beast, we could have an event like the 2 damage save us here. And then we'll go this way. Build a land with invaders not matching a build card. Yeah, land number 7's cooked anyways. Push 1 per 2. So I could choose this land and push nothing. Since we do have very clean solutions to the 6, yeah, we'll do this. Okay, Jungle and Sands. Yeah, that 8 damage coming into F2 is suddenly very relevant. 6, 12. Hmm. Oh, actually, I calculated 4 damage coming in from my innate in order to clear this. So, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'd probably wind up actually just using marked territory there. Yeah, marked territory plus Carapace land to defend both those lands seems perfectly fine to me. So then in that case... I could do this. And just get my coast looking real nice and clean. Over here... too near the jungle doesn't really do much of anything. Okay. Okay, this is my current position, which I think is all right. So we can come here. I'm spending 2 energy on defense, and I still have an energy left over. But those 2 cards both don't have fire, so I think I'm going to want to take up this fire. And then any fire card will give me a good-sized innate. Like Gift of Furious Might, I can use it here. So they kill a town, Furious Might kills city, and that solves that Ravage. Just got to do like Quicken plus Teeth Gleam, and that covers everything. And I still have an energy left over, which I could use to max out this innate again, which surely has to be the right answer. Just hitting for 8 over and over and over again can't be wrong. And I think on my next turn I'm probably going to drop my 5 beast somewhere and just get tons of value from it. Increase by 3. And then, yeah, let's bring everything over this way. Boom, boom, and then do we need anything? We need another animal. That's the only thing we could use, so... I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Okay, Carapace for 6, Mark Territory for 9. We've got 3 fear cards coming in. Ooh, another Scotland escalation. Let's see, we can afford to take one here. I do get defend 1 plus defend 1 per adjacent to Han. So if I add a town to the 6, it will not turn out good for me. We're looking at coast next. Go here. Probably here. Okay, 3 terror level 1 cards. Got 0 blight coming in. With my 8 damage, I might just kill the 4 towns here in land number 3. That's a very high chance that's where my damage is going to go towards. So I don't need to do anything here. I could add a... No, it's add a strife. Sorry, not add a disease. I was going to say add a disease would be really nice. Strife you. Probably have to take a little bit of Inland Blight. These ones are unfortunate. I guess we'll go there. Explore removal isn't going to get very much done here. So I guess we'll just do that. Ooh, isolate going into the coastal explore. This is very nice. Things will still build. But actually, isolating this sands here denies a build and an explore, so that's good. Otherwise, we're only denying an explore. So that's going to build anyways. That's okay. All right. We get 2 damage off of that beast. This is 10. It'll become 12 at Ravage, but Quicken is once again going to be the thing here. If only at Dahan. Golly, we'd be gaining so much value. Yeah, 8 damage in a coastal, jungle, or sand just seems like the best value. Which really is this land number 3. Doing 2 damage here solves this land because of that strife. A lot of different ways we can go, because I'm also thinking about adding these 5 beasts, right? So we could add 5 beasts here into 5, empty it, 8, empty it. Both of these I can already grow into. But honestly, this land number 2 it probably makes the most sense, just because it's going to full clear the land. Here is a big bad. Probably going to have to quicken it. So Quicken will take care of, well, right now it's 6, 12, 13, 14. 4 damage short. Maybe we gift the Furious. Well, no, that's 2 consumptions of the same innate. Probably gonna have to invest a couple defend cards from Fangs in order to make this work. Or, Chomp to make it work. Another consideration is that if we knock out this 5 really fast in the fast phase, then this won't build. Tough stuff. Because I'm intending on doing 2 damage here before hitting it with a Quicken, I think I want to go there so I have an adjacent beast. None of these seem particularly compelling. I guess Sky's Herald is because it's fast to Han Gather, which, you know, combined with that Quicken, can actually make some value with that card. I'll have to think about where I want to drop all my beasts, but they're 100% coming down this turn. I'm strongly looking at land number 2, but there are other lands that are in consideration. It really comes down to what is Chomp defending. This land's really tricky, because no matter how it cascades, it's going to add an extra blight, right? Because it goes coastal, it adds a coastal blight, ocean blight, and you got blight here, so this land is actually like way more dangerous than it looks. So as far as defend goes, we have Carapace Land and Marked Territory, which will save 2 lands. We've got 8 lands ravaging. Oh my god. 8 lands ravaging. We can defend 2 of them. we can fast kill one. That leaves us with 5 Ravaging lands. Quicken one. These are 4 Ravaging lands. So I don't think it's possible for us to not go Blighted this turn. We go up here, playing defend, plus probably Furious Might. That's what I'm sitting on. And if I do that, on 2 energy here, so yeah, I think I'm 100% going top track. I don't think there's any way around that. And then we go for a Quicken. And what lands do I care about, right? I care about the 2. If I innate kill the 2, then I don't need to play Gift of Furious. Gift of Furious Might plus Quicken will work on the 8, but then I think this land might just be best off just Blight Cascading this way. Maybe I go innate, kill a town, come over. Because that's going to triple Blight, right? If I let this one go. Let the Quicken here. That does not mean that means I don't need a Gift of Furious Might. So let's say I do this. No, but I don't want to innate that because I want to innate here. Carapace Land's going to pick up this guy. Mark Territory goes where? I don't actually have any good land for Mark Territory because I'm just not at range 0 in the land with the invaders. I'm not here. Huh. So if I'm not going to play Mark Territory, Blight Cascade. Defend with Carapace. Cry a lot? No way. Yeah, this land would be the one that we'd have to target with the Mark Territory. But then we don't get the counterattack, but I think we're not in a position to care about that. Yeah, I think we are here where I started. So if I come in here, boom, boom, Quicken the Earth Struggle here. Carapace, or Mark Territory here. Okay, so if we mark you, and then we Quicken you, and then you're going to Blight. Right, that's those, okay. Over here, I mean, Gift of Furious Might can still be played, right? It still kills the city. Which also plays, no, we already have the stage 2. Yeah, so it kills town. Comes 10 damage Ravage. quicken next turn. That's all good and fine. So right now, this land has, what, 2? Drop another 5. Bring in 1 for 8. 9, 10, 11. Or 6. That leaves me with just Town Explorer. Oh, man. But then that means I'm not Sacred Sighting this. Yeah, I think we're letting this land go. I guess we could mark territory here, Carapace land here for the full counter attack. Blight, Blight. Gift of Furious Might doesn't have to be played. Replace it with Territorial Strife, and I think we're better off. Building 2 cities, going up to 3 coastal cities. Okay, fire, animal, and no use again. Go here, go here. Defend 10. Carapace. Mark territory. Ooh, free element. Well, this is a free presence to sacrifice. I guess up here is 2. 2, 3. Sure, we have plenty of... yeah, we have a couple plant cards here we can just discard. Teeth Gleam, Sky's Herald. Oh yeah, Sky's Herald will also bring our destroyed presence back if we ever cared about that. Okay, so we could Forge a Web here. We'll go discard. Discard. You can pay an energy. And we'll go here and here. Fangs, what do you get? If you get an animal that's +1 damage this turn, also just gives more flexibility on cards I want to play. Over here, I guess animal as well, because we require 5 animals instead of 4 fires. Where's my move 0? Here. Ooh, with Dahan set up symbols. So that lets us save this guy. And coming into not here, unfortunate. Ooh, Strife's... oh, dang. Strifing a town. What does that get me? That actually would have... if I did my innate here, it would have saved it, because it would just be Town Explorer. Guess we can do there and there. I don't know if that solves anything or not. Okay. Gonna have more pressure on our presence. But thankfully, because we're playing Unconstrained, we have a lot more presence to absorb trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage in land number 2 just makes a lot of sense. Okay. Surely that's got to be the play. Solves a whole land with 1 action. Territorial Strife, strifing you out makes a lot of sense. Defending this, probably defending this with a Carapace. Oh, you know what? Because Strife reduces HP, I could actually get this down to a single Explorer. If I... Well, I guess it's the same thing as doing damage and then killing it. It's 2 actions to solve the land. Which isn't special. Although, if I kill Explorer, the town still lives? No. Nowhere really exciting to use 2 near the jungle. Could do 8 damage here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We could do defend 9 here. Clear out the jungle so that way... clear out the jungle so it doesn't build. Mark territory. Carapace land. Quicken. Territorial strife. That leaves just land number 1. I do like this idea. Helps me kind of sort of get ahead of things. Which is definitely where I want to be. Okay, defend, defend. Over here, we're going to reclaim your Quicken. And I think we're going to go back-to-back turns on a fully loaded left innate here in land number 8 in order to deal with it. Just load that son of a gun up. 8 damage twice in a row. It's pretty strong. For just an innate power, it's pretty good. So we have to add a presence. Ooh, we can't add a presence there. Because we don't have a beast in that land. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Because we don't have a beast there, we can't do that. We could add 1 beast here. Just to grow into it. And then grab the pile of beasts for the next turn there, but that's kind of sad. Could do this, and then do, like, you know, this. And then go here, going up to 4 energy, playing 1, 2, 3, plus whatever we draft. Which hopefully costs 0. Yeah, like a Swarming Wasps. Or Blood Draws. I like Blood Draws, it's an extra 3 damage. But it does cost 1. That's the only reason why I'm looking at Swarming Wasps, is because it costs 0. But Blood Draws is a better card. So we go Quicken, Blood Draws, Terrifying Chase. We don't have a plant element. So that means actually, no, we have to take that 0-cost plant card. What was it called? Oh, sorry. I need this one. Animated Recruit. Yep. Yeah, we gotta take the Animated Recruit. What if I did a Sky Stretches? Slow to fast. 4 damage in order to kill this. So with this setup, you're defended, you're defended, you're defended by Mark, Carapace, and Quicken. I can slow to fast to hit this with Innate. Terrifying Chase this land out. It'll kick out, what? 6 things. So we'll be left with 3 cities and an Explorer, which is defendable by Quicken, without needing to commit the full enchilada. Animated Rack Root does, things. That's fine. This works. And it's not sexy. Not at all. But it does work. Okay, now that just leaves my Innate. Which will go here and probably right back. Okay, you and you. Ooh, Dahan will not have as good of a time. This land survives, though. Actually, yeah, it has no effect on us. Okay, push from a land with Beast. Also has no direct impact. Ooh, the Skip and Explore. That is so good. That's going to buy us so much time. And downgrade you. And you again. Okay, we can kick the Strife Town into the 1 just for some free value. Okay, you go there, you go there, you go. We could have here sacrifice it to Han in order to kill an Explorer. Probably not worth it. And I'll do this. Great. All right, this will buy me some time. So we can Terrifying Chase you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now my Quicken will solve you. Actually not in any empty lands as Fangs in order to make use of this Wilds real nice. Which is unfortunate, but we can go here. I think that Wilds is going to have more valuable than killing a single Explorer. We really don't have any beasts on the board in general. I don't know if I want to kill any of them. I mean, this is like the only one I can kill for a town. Which is fine. Four, five, six. Just Carapace land will solve land number 2. That's compelling to me. And anywhere else that I could Ferocious Rampage. I mean, right here just makes more sense. Because I can just defend for 9, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. And then life goes on. So I play Mark Territory, and then we just go for all slow offense. Ooh, and actually, that's an unassisted, fully loaded max innate. Very happy to see that. Don't even need to commit an elemental boon. Over here. Okay, I quicken here. And then I have freedom. But I think I just reclaim all. Playing like quicken. Some other stuff. How many beasts am I at right now? 5, 6, 7. I could switch to a Gift of Furious Might and just fast kill this land. Do that instead of, like, I don't know, Ferocious Rampage. Save myself an energy. Fast kill this land, don't even have to commit the Quicken Your Struggle. Surely that's got to be good. But then the problem with that line is actually I have no other cards to play. So let's just reclaim all, and let's draft anything that costs 0. Alright, you cost 0. Yeah, no Blight. Makes that less exciting. Makes this actually very exciting. Getting some counterattack value there. Let's see, how many zeros do I have? I have 3 zeros. So I could play all of those zeros. And just like a pile of other cards. Which I think is fine. Go here, adding 5 of them. Go quick. Don't need to play Quicken. Sorry, that's the whole point of this line, is that we don't play Quicken. And we can like add some more beasts. And pray. Maybe just Disguise Herald, just because we are losing presence every turn. Why not? Yeah, and then we just can like go plus energy, hit the double reclaim, and then we'll be chilling. Alright. Let's go here. Let's go here. Increase by 3. Ba-boom. Spread you guys out. Bring you in. Defend 9. Gather 2 Dahan. Get some counterattacks going. In fact, we could even Sky's Herald and get a full value. Sure. 2 destroyed, 4 destroyed. So we'll go here. Presence, and you can destroy. That's my only access to this land. Oh, triple stack, yeah. See you later. Oh, no! No way. Okay, if I take 2 of these Tahan out, or I just take 1 Dahan out, I think this will Ravage, which is actively good for me. So if I do this, yeah, this will Ravage, and then I get a 6 damage counterattack, which is obviously very strong. Okay, that's good. Empties out that land. Emptying out that land's alright. Yeah, let's take that. Okay. Alright, let's see what we get. Oh, literally everything. Alright, every single land on the board is active. Let's get it. Oh, that doesn't do anything because of the Explorer there. For shame. Hmm. Okay. Gosh, if I had that fire element, that would have been super relevant. Um, so nothing's ravaging next turn, which is great. Right? We get another turn of just full slow damage. And between these two turns, our goal is just to try and win before we have to defend anything. So anything that produces fear, we're just going to go for. Oh, we need a beast at range 1. Oh, sad. Oh, wait, we got one right here. No, that has blight. Oh, my golly. Oof, we actually don't have a target for that. Unfortunate life. But getting rid of this beast, getting rid of that city is more fear. Drat, I would love to get the extra fear from this, but we cannot. There's a lot of blight on the board. There's a lot of... It's really hard to target Teeth Gleam in general. Alright, now we get 8 damage. Is there any land with double city? We had one here, but it... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It only had 6 HP, and also it's not within range 1 of my stuff, so that doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we just get a clean full clear here. And I think we're going to get equal value anywhere else, and a full clear is just always appealing in case something goes sideways. Only other thing to consider is, are we threatening a loss? 1, 2, 3 would give us a loss. But we also have Prey on the Builders. Okay. Probably just play this. This is the most amount of damage that we can output. If we do a fast here, kill city, town, town, that's 4, 5, 6 fast fear. We're at 16, 19 away, so that's 13 more fear. Okay. So as long as we don't lose to lost condition, I think we win this game. All we have to do is not screw it up. So I think we play a Prey on the Builders no matter what. I think... Oh, I can't make a Sacred Site there. Okay. I was going to say, if I make a Sacred Site here and I get the +3 damage from Gift of Furious Might, do I just fast kill this? But we'll never know. Instead, we'll go here. Let's see. Prey on the Builders, Terrifying Chase. Could play one of these for elements, like Elemental Boon. Probably just Sky Stretches. Like a Sky's Herald, maybe? And then a Teeth Gleam for that fear. I think this is the highest amount of short-term value that I can gain trying to just dive across that finish line. That doesn't do anything for avoiding loss condition. It's going to be here. Sky Stretch U. It's going to be... This is their highest damage thing to make slow to fast. So let's use it for full value. Go here. Like so. It'll build a city, and then I can do more slow damage to kill the extra towns. Although I think it's actually going to work out exactly the same as if I killed the Explorer. That's not a big deal. Okay, we'll kill you. Then we'll just spread the love around a little bit. And last but not least, Sky's Herald, just for some Tahan positioning. We'll go here. We don't need Eliboon anymore. And over here, we don't need Constancy. Local diaspora hit, switch land. Right here. Okay. So definitely explorers to the coast, not... Yeah, we don't want to create an extra city build. Oh, 3 fear short. Okay. Three fear short. This does nothing. Okay, anything we can deny. This denies a city. Also doesn't build at all. That denies a city, though not a relevant city, but I think it's still the... we have all the beasts there. It's a fast kill. Okay, removes a city from a sacred site is nice. Though it's going to immediately build cities again in both those lands. But it does look nice, so we'll get rid of you and you. Mashing a Ravage card, unfortunate. Okay, but I believe we do not lose here, which means that we will win. Because all we need is 3 slow fear, which Teeth Gleam from the Darkness does by itself. Whew, alright, I think we're gonna make it. Victory! Alright, well that's the Teethy boys. The Chomp and the Fangs. The Sharp Fangs and the Devouring Teeth. They're having a big meal. And tomorrow, so can you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a glorious day.